Can you please get out of our shot? Welcome to It's a Hawaii Thing. Mahalo for joining us. I'm Lanai, and that's Brooke Lee.
So Hawaiian.
Don't
today.
get us mixed up with each other. All right, she's the one with the lip gloss. We have a very special guest today.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, she's your classmate or
we're in the same
school
time periods. Yes.
She's from the island of Kauai and has been doing some big things in Hollywood.
Yes, she has.
Yeah, she. You might have seen her on Modern Family. What a great show. Parks and Recreation, very funny. Big Bang Theory, one of my favorite shows of all time. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and of course the Superstore. Ladies and gentlemen, Kaliko Kauahi.
Look at you with your air.
How's it?
How you doing?
Hi, girl.
Good. How are you guys?
Nice
Hi.
to see you.
Same here. Good to see you guys.
Thanks for doing the show.
I know.
Of course.
Where are you via now? Where are you at? Are you in Kauai?
Pasadena.
Pasadena, California.
California. Yeah.
Are you living there now?
Yeah. I've been living here for a few years in this town.
You like it? You like Hollywood?
I think you just get used to Hollywood. I don't know that anyone likes it.
Yeah.
But I'm used to it.
There's no chickens running around. That's for sure.
Well, it's Pasadena, so maybe.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
It's so quiet without the chickens every day.
Kaliko, how long have you been acting?
I don't know, maybe 15 years.
15 years?
Yeah.
What was your first gig? What was your first paid gig as an actor?
Bruh, seriously. I would like to say that, we all got to pay our dues.
Yeah.
So I want to preface with that. Okay. I think it was like a medical reenactment, where it's like very gauzy.
Yeah.
Okay. I played a doctor. Okay.
You played a doctor. Okay. But 15 years for a lot of people, that's a short amount of time to get these big shows.
Well, she's just that good.
I know. You're
Kauai's
awesome.
legacy, really.
No, I got really lucky, truthfully.
Yeah.
Especially with Superstore.
Were you doing drama in school and all that stuff, or
no?
I love it.
Yeah.
She's like,
singing?
I didn't do
singing,
castle.
dancing,
I didn't do any
nothing?
of that stuff. No.
Brooke and I were in a singing, dancing, performing group in high school, but that was pretty much it.
Concert Glee with
Mr.
Noble.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
And I took I think A class, I want to say, in high school as an elective, but this all happened.
So you weren't like Kaipo Schwab or Tanner Henderson, where you were like, thespianism is going to be my way of life forever.
How do you remember people's first and last names?
Because they were the acting guys from
They were the stars.
Yeah, they were the stars.
Our school.
So how did this happen? How did this all happen?
I graduated from college not with a theater degree, and
just to clarify,
I was working just different jobs and not very happy. I think a part of me always thought I wanted to act, but it just seemed so far-fetched. Like, I'm from Kauai, like a small town in Kauai. Like, you're gonna be an actor? I have to tell my family that I'm gonna be an actor? That's crazy.
What did you get your degree in?
Communications.
Oh, okay, all right.
So I am communicating.
Yeah.
Right now.
That's the audition. Well, when you go to audition, that's what you have to have, some kind of communication skill.
I'm using my degree, Mom and Dad.
And so you were thinking communications, you were going to go be like Emmy Tamimbong, or are you going to be like a Pamela Young? What was the goal?
I was more behind the scenes.
Got it. Okay.
But I tried for a long time to honestly to not be an actor. I think I was scared.
Right.
So what was it? So let me ask you this: when you got your first script,
it's because he wants to be he acts.
I'm
an actor.
He wants to jump into your lane, so he's trying to get tips.
Yeah, I'm like the 2-page guy. I'd like a whole show.
He's like a Superstore.
Yeah, Superstore would be awesome. Yeah. So you just get a script one day and go, I'm gonna go and audition for Big Bang Theory.
No, that takes a long time. Like I had to, train and take classes and, a lot of auditioning and a lot of eventually some small parts, you just end up going into certain casting offices and they get to know you. And even if you don't book the role, they know you and they're like, oh, we'll bring her back for something else. And like with Superstore, I had been going into that office for like 6 years. And
What
I
show.
had booked 6 years ago, and I don't think I booked since until Superstore. And that year I told my manager, I was like, I cannot go in that room.
I'm
Because it was just getting depressing. I was like,
I'm Pow.
It makes me sad. But then, they call you back in because they like you, and eventually things line up. And
for people who don't know, how many auditions do you think you're doing a week?
Oh, I was never someone that auditioned a lot, because truthfully, this is a very specific type. You know what I mean? They're not writing for
especially when you started, though, because Asian stuff became a thing. But what did they cast you as?
Well, I thought you were Filipino the first time I saw you on a show.
Everybody up here?
Yeah, and you're from Kauai too, so I thought she's Filipino.
Everybody up here, people stop me in elevators and ask me,
"Kumusta?"
Yeah, and they don't believe me when I tell them I'm not.
Yeah,
they're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Denial.
Well, we'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. It's a Hawaii thing. We'll be right back.
Bringing you what matters. Viewers can receive the Star Advertiser digital full access subscription for just $9.95 per month. Go to staradvertiser.com and click on subscribe. Use the code AHITHING. HEC Medical Clinic. Dr. Aries Oda, Hawaii's #1 laser weight loss center for weight loss, reverse diabetes, and heart disease. Call today for your limited time special, only $37. Lose 1 to 2 inches instantly. Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. Kaliko is hanging out with us.
Classmates.
And
really.
she's doing some big things in Hollywood right now. And we're talking about Superstore. How was that? That must have been fun. That experience.
Honestly, amazing. It was the best experience on pretty much every level, and we all knew it from the beginning.
Yeah.
How special it was, and just the writing was so good, and everyone you worked with was so good, but also they were so kind. It was such a wonderful set and place to work, and that doesn't happen, I don't think, that often. We knew that, so we just tried to cultivate that.
I didn't watch the show regularly. I don't know if you watched it, but I did.
Bye. Bye-bye.
I gotta go.
No, but what was funny is the first time I saw the show, it wasn't in season, it was on YouTube or something. You were protesting. One of the managers was saying, you stood up and said, "We don't have to grab a shopping cart if we walk by. We're not on the clock," or that whole scene. And that was the first time I saw you on the show, and I thought, that girl's from Hawaii.
She got a little bit of that tittle.
Yeah, just the way that you delivered the lines. I said, that girl's from Hawaii. So I continually watched it, and then I forwarded it to the end of the credits.
Because it's America. It was her project. She shepherded that whole system, right? Was it her thing that she wanted to do, America Ferrera?
No, Justin Spitzer, who came from The Office, is who created it.
Right.
It has the Office vibe.
Yeah. And so he assembled
the
this
cast.
team, and she was certainly the lead of it. But
did it come from the movie? Remember the movie with the comedian and what is his name? It was about 15 years ago. There was a movie about Sam's Club and Costco, and it was a comedy. And his name was, you know that movie I'm talking about, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dane Cook. Dane Cook starred in it, and the blonde girl.
First of all, any movie that starred Dane Cook, no offense,
it was
Dane
number
Cook,
one.
But no, that was
it
not
was it was a #1 movie. It was a #1 comedy, and then I heard that this show kind of derived from that movie.
Nope, not even a thing.
Yeah, I bet you. I'll look it up. Look it up for me.
I really doubt that Justin Spitzer is gonna agree with that. That's where it came from.
But it did come. The movie did come out right before the show did.
Yeah,
so about a year before the show.
He could have been developing that show forever.
I know, but I'm just saying the timing wise, what people perceive.
I do remember going on the Universal Studios lot tours quite a bit, and you guys were a favorite of the tour. That they would drive through and they would say, "This is where Superstore is being shot, and this is the parking lot area where they do a lot of the shooting." And I'd be like, "There's a local girl on that show, holla!"
So the whole everything was shot on that campus, in that warehouse.
Universal.
Yeah. We rarely left the lot, so we were either probably where you saw on the tram ride, the first stop, or the front of the store, you see like the parking lot and stuff was on the other end of the lot.
So that was like your second home. You had your own pocket space. You knew where all of you knew how to get on the Jurassic ride on your breaks.
We did sneak. I didn't, but people snuck on like the first couple of seasons, and then they caught on.
Right.
And they blocked up the little path, but. That's another reason why it was so great. Like aside from the people, like we never had to, travel very far. Right. It was always on the lot. We were mostly indoors.
Right.
Good food. Great. Yes. Catering. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. What an experience for you.
6 years.
Yeah. That's a lifetime.
That's a good run.
It is.
It's a good run.
Where is it running right now?
It just wrapped. I mean, you guys.
But I mean, is the reruns running again?
Forever and ever. Knock on wood.
But where?
Into Tanzania and across to the Mars.
Yeah, but where is it?
I believe it's in America. It's on Hulu and on Peacock, but it's now on Netflix in other countries. So it's sort of had a bit
rebirth.
Of a resurgence of sorts. So
it seems like every time a show runs and then it goes like Cobra Kai, right? It gets put on a Netflix and then you got a whole new audience again.
Yeah. You know when they discover it because it's just like an explosion. People are like
and then they binge watch.
Well, you get bigger checks too in the mail.
I'll wait for those checks then. I'm gonna wait. But we were ending when they were released in like the UK and Canada and Australia. So it was so weird for us to be like winding down and very sad about not seeing your friends anymore. And people were like, oh my gosh, I just discovered this show.
Bye.
What did you take from the set on the last time you were on the set? Would you take anything?
I did not.
You didn't?
She legally cannot talk about any of that anyway. So I advised her.
Didn't. Because for 6 years, we were told, don't take anything. You can't, if you take anything, you're gonna be fired. Blah blah blah. So
you were paranoid.
But the last night, I'm also that person, rule follower. Like, okay, don't take
Wait, I'm sorry. We gotta take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. And I also want to talk to you about Big Bang Theory. It's a Hawaii thing. We'll be right back.
This show is brought to you by Atlas Construction, Hawaii's #1 builder for 8 years in a row. Call them at 808-951-9500 for the quality and service you deserve today.
Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. Kaliko is hanging out with us. We're talking about Superstore, and you didn't take anything. That's good. You didn't cockroach nothing from the set.
Everyone else did, though. It was madness. People were just grabbing stuff off the wall.
Like zombies.
Because it's going to be worth money.
I know. I took my name tag because I was going to give it all back, and the props guys were like,
you can
why
keep
don't
it. Just
keep that. You're going to want that later. I'm like, oh,
okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So what did you do on one of my favorite shows, Big Bang Theory?
Look, see, you said it better this time. Thank God.
I walked through the very end of the episode with a tray. I think I might have said like 2 words. That was it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that shoots live, with an audience. And so I literally just was chilling until it was my turn and I just came through. And then I walked out and I was, thank you guys. Good night.
So did you just work one day on the show?
With those kinds of shows, those multicam shows.
And you had to audition. Didn't you have to audition for that?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So listen,
welcome to Hollywood.
I'll take it. It's all good.
Hey, resids are in the mail.
Who's your favorite character on that show?
On the Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
They're all really great. Like even I actually like the ensemble. Like I like that they all work together really well.
It's just amazing to me that those scripts, I can't memorize 2 lines, and these guys are memorizing these scientific,
the jargon.
Yeah, it's like just bang, 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 bang. They just get it. So my question is, how much did they screw up? Did they have to read? Not much, huh?
No, these are pros.
Yeah.
They do this every day. You believe them that they're these super smart, physicists or whatever they are.
Right.
It's really amazing.
What was one of your favorite shows to work on overall? I mean, other than Superstore,
Obvious. I was a fan of this show called Southland, which, listen, I don't know if anybody saw it. I love a cop drama.
Yeah.
That's my jam.
Yeah.
So
because you from Hawaii, we love our.
You know what I mean?
Dramas.
I love all that kind of stuff. So I was a fan, and before I actually got that audition, and when I got it, I was like the most excited. My manager was like, I don't know
Don't
what this
watch
show
the
is.
show.
Wait, so you
but-
like these? Have you been getting calls for the, NCI Hawaii and Magnum and all these cop shows?
Not yet.
No.
What?
I don't know if my phone is broken. Or, you know what?
That's what I always
think
call-
it must be on silent.
I text
Wait,
my
let me check.
manager that all the time. I didn't
I
get an
will
audition.
just say
and
she
check-in.
was locked up on Superstore, so they kind of eyehooed
Yeah.
her
Yeah,
for small
probably.
kind. But now that she's a free agent,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
gotta
feel
go
like
visit
we can
that.
put it out there in the universe, and that she
But-
might come, and hang out on the island.
So many good
sometime.
parts for you on that.
Yeah, but I don't like run outside in the humidity. Like
I could see you playing a doctor.
yes.
Yeah.
Inside the soundstage
Right.
with AC.
AC, yeah. I
Or
could
maybe
see
the
you.
tech guy,
Right.
I found him.
Right.
Like just on the headset.
I love that she has a rider now. She's like, I was on Superstore, and we were in a controlled environment with my own
Yeah.
running
I could see you as a doctor, a
So-
nurse, or
I
a,
have sciatica. I cannot
Yeah,
really
I can't
run.
really- Pully, you
But
can
I can
just
drive in the
me.
car.
Yeah. Drive me to Pully and place me gently.
Kaliko, where did you grow up on Kauai?
I grew up in Lehigh Valley,
Oh, nice.
Wow.
which is
How often
a
do
very
you-
small town.
How often do you go home?
I try to go at least once or twice a year. Obviously, because of the pandemic, it's been a little longer than
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping to come home and see my family very soon.
What's the thing that you miss eating on Kauai?
Here we go.
Oh man.
What's the homesick thing? You I gotta get this.
Well, the things that I can't get here are stuff like kulolo.
Yeah.
Kauai's
You know what I
no
mean?
joke.
Kauai's
Like-
the best.
Kauai's no
Ah.
joke on a
Yeah.
Wednesday. Can't.
Be- Oh,
Yeah.
because the taro is so good already. So
Yeah.
then the kulolo is so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how
Stuff
you
like
say
that.
"brah,"
She doesn't get to use it often over
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
so she sprinkles it
but
in
you
like
you
a
save
fine
it for the
line.
"brah."
Yeah.
The AHHH.
It says everything in one
Yeah.
word.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get the HHH
That's it.
in, right?
The oomph in it.
So kulolo. Anything else? Is there something that you miss?
Any kind of really everything.
Everything.
It's all like home cooking because Kauai has restaurants, but it's really the home cooking that I
Yeah.
Yeah.
that I miss. Someone going to someone's house and they make different food than your mom
Right,
makes.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I miss Hamura Saimin. Like it's my first
Yeah.
stop when I go to
Oh,
Kauai.
Kauai.
Yeah. Right off the plane, go straight there. Right?
No matter how hot it is, you're sweating. Get your shirt up under your armpits, grinding. Yeah.
Kaliko Kauahi is hanging out with us today. She's in Pasadena, California, but she's from the island of Kauai. And
The other Pasadena.
you went to Kamehameha,
Kauai.
but what school did you go to on Kauai?
Kalaheo Elementary.
Kalaheo
Oh,
Elementary.
Ela.
What side of the island is that on?
Kalaheo. that a trick
North,
question?
northwest.
Where's that?
I would say west-ish. It's like
Closer
20
to
minutes
Waimea?
west of Lihue.
So in between Waimea and Lehui.
Why are
Absolutely.
you
Yes.
guys using holy terms? It's either Mauka or Makai. Where's west? And I don't understand.
Well, because it's a circle, yeah, Kauai. So trying to figure out what
Technically,
side of
every
the island.
island's a circle,
Yeah.
but okay. Whatever.
Yeah. So what are you working on now? You have anything you're working on?
Nope, I'm just we stopped shooting a while ago, maybe like a couple months ago, but it's just been
Pandemic.
rest. Yeah, pandemic,
Pandemics.
rest, and then now it's just
Back
seeing
up
what's
at
out
it.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of auditions?
Not a lot, but they're all happening right here in my
Now.
house.
Yeah.
It's all self-taped now. So.
Yeah. Do you like doing it like this?
I used to really not like it, but
Yeah.
this is what it is. You get
Right.
used to it,
Right.
and hopefully you get a little better at it as
Yeah.
you go along.
Any shows come along for auditions and you really wanted it?
In the past,
Yeah.
No, I mean, I was at the, I'm just trying to work up before
Yeah.
Superstore. I was, you're just trying to work. So whatever you go out for, whatever
Yeah.
they call you in
Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
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 doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because you movies come to Hawaii and then you get called for it. I'm going, I want this one badly.
You want all of
And
them,
then you
though.
go,
You don't
no,
turn
not
it-
badly.
You turn things down.
I have because they remember they were
What
going to
have
shoot
you
me
turned
on
down?
5-0. They were going to kill me and I didn't want it. I want to go back.
You turned down 5-0.
I turned down the audition to get killed.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They said I'm the
Kudos.
most. I went on the most auditions for any local guy in Hawaii for 5-0.
Seriously?
I've been on like 100 auditions and I got 2 parts.
That's about right.
I feel like
That's the average.
that's just
That's the average.
exactly that's what
Yeah.
it's like. Yeah.
Well, it's frustrating when you're here because they bring everybody in, and we have so much good local talent here. I just wish we would,
But you turn it down when they're like,
no, not me. Like people like Kaliko.
Messages.
I wish they would bring in more of
Local people.
Right. Like yourself. That would be awesome because there's always really good parts for local people.
That's very true.
Yeah.
And then
I've never been on any Hawaii show.
That's crazy.
I'm
always
sorry,
wanted to.
Say what now? Not even a single one?
No.
That's insanity.
How it goes.
Have you guys tried to reach out to casting here?
I mean, it's ongoing, right? Like whatever comes up, you're trying
Brent
to
Onbay, get on this.
Yeah.
Brent Onbay.
But you haven't but you've had auditions for 5-0 and Magnum and no. Oh, see, that's what I mean.
I mean,
They
because
should
I
at
think
least
it's
get
because
offered
when
it.
you're on Superstore for 6 years, you can't go on other shows because you're locked into an exclusive
No, I know, but
contract.
before that and after that,
But
she should have got some calls.
Issue. I'm sure that the show probably wasn't going, even though 5-0 was on for 10 years. This is on 6. Do the math, Brent Onbay. But I'm just saying, NCIS Hawaii's here now. And,
NCI, you got to get on NCI, and then
but then they're like, she doesn't want to run, you guys. I can't put her in.
They have the Doogie Howser show. What is it called?
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
That would be
about
perfect for you.
Doogie,
it's all indoor.
Aloha.
Yeah, and the air conditioning.
You and Jason Scali could be besties.
Yeah.
Yes. We can train together.
He could run. You could just look things up. It would.
He could show me how to live off the land.
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
So funny, Kaliko. You have a little bit Tira Tourette's, yeah?
I do.
You talk to another Hawaiian,
I'm
it comes
constantly
out.
holding it in.
It's a secret, and then you just let her fly. I feel you.
I'm sorry, we have to wrap this up, but we have the extended version of the show coming up on YouTube.
YouTubes.
But we got a gift for you.
We have a new sponsor. We've got 88 tees. We're sending you some 88 tees.
Look at that.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Kawaii.
So when you feel homesick,
Kawaii.
you can wear your shirt and be like, oh, it's
When will you be home again? You coming back soon?
I don't know. I gotta make my plans. Now that things are getting back to normal, I'd love to.
Will you come to Honolulu or will you go to Kauai?
I go to both.
You go to both. All right, let us know when you're here. We'd love to go take you to lunch.
Take you to all the food places.
I'll go eat some Hawaiian food.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm in.
But congratulations on everything. I know we just met, but I'm so proud of you. Every time I see a Hawaiian on TV, I'm like, yes, one more. Good job. Keep grinding and keep working. We look forward to seeing you on new shows.
Okay, thank you.
You take care. Check us out on the long extended version on YouTube and subscribe. Mahalo for watching. Aloha. Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing, the extended version on YouTube. We got Kaliko hanging out with us from the island of Kauai, now living in Hollywood.
Well, Pasadena, but it's...
I read your resume earlier. Did I miss some shows that you were on?
A lot, actually.
Can you tell us some of the other shows?
I think you got all the highlights. Listen, there's a lot of other credits that no one knows about, no one's heard of. It's fine.
No, it's good. How did you like doing Parks and Recreation? That show was a hit.
Oh, I loved it. I was so happy to get that. So that was another one that I was a fan of before, and just they were all so gracious, and it was so fun. And Heidi Klum was in that episode that I was in too. So yeah. We're friends now.
Yeah, friends now.
I go to the Halloween parties every now and then.
That's what I meant earlier. That's what I meant earlier about, is there a show that you were a fan of that you auditioned for that you didn't get and you really wanted? You know what I mean? Was there any other shows that you auditioned for?
I gotta be honest with you. When you just act all the time and you audition all the time, you kind of, at least for me, leave it at the door.
Yeah.
So sometimes I can't even remember.
Yeah.
And I don't attach myself to like, oh, I really want it, because you're like, that's setting yourself up for disappointment, right?
No, it is.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, did my job, and then you go on to the next one.
Yeah. Amy Hill is like that too, but Amy's also like, she'll be on something and then won't tell anybody, and then we'll see her, and then I'll get mad, and then I'll text her, and I'll be like, you did that show? And she's like, I did. I'm like, thanks for the heads up.
It's become so routine. It's like just part of your job.
It's just a job.
Right?
Whereas like for us, it's like a hobby.
Right.
So that when we get on it, we're like email blasting people, be like, check me out.
Yeah.
I was the waitress in Baywatch.
Right.
But you also don't know if you're gonna make it. You know, like from shooting it to the edit, you're like, I not make it. I want to. Hey, look for me, yeah. I'm like, oh,
never mind.
I didn't make the cut.
Yes.
But
that's
like,
happened
Amy
to me
Hill
a few times.
Is one of those people that like, if I would see her before I knew her, like in the waiting room, and you know she was already an icon.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I would get so excited and text my friends like, Amy Hill is here. This is a good one.
She only goes to the best ones, so I need a good group.
But
like
you guys know each other, don't you?
We've met. Yeah, we don't like hang out, but we see each other.
Yeah.
Same
In
circles.
passing,
Same people. Yeah. But I've been wanting to work with her. My friends and I have always talked about working with her. That's a dream of ours.
Really?
Play like family.
Let's make that happen.
We talk about this a lot on this show. We wish that a lot of the Hawaiian actors would get together.
In a hui.
Yeah, like we
And
just
just
talked to
write
Jason
something.
Scott Lee, and we said you should get everybody together that you know, from
Like the
Momoa
Avengers,
to
like the
Jason
Avengers.
Momoa to Tia Carrera to Amy. Get you and everybody together. I bet you guys have enough power to put a movie together.
And just package.
Yeah. And we get it funded. We do a Kickstarter. Jason Momoa and The Rock would do a
imagine?
Kickstarter. They would raise
can't
$20
even.
million.
Yeah.
They don't
I'm
even
in.
do Kickstarters. That's just
No, but it would be
I'll
hilarious.
do craft service. I'll do whatever. Yeah.
20 million.
Wouldn't
is
it be hilarious?
under his seat cushion?
No, I know, but wouldn't it just to say that you
Like
did a
The Rock
Kickstarter?
literally steps over that. He loses money to stop and
Yeah.
pick up $20 million.
Yeah,
Like,
he takes a dump and 20 million comes out.
literally.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I really think it could happen though. Now.
You should do it.
Yeah.
Produce it.
Well,
Be that guy. Be the Bubba B of movies now.
Jason and I talked about this.
Scott Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna remind him about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do that.
He's shooting that show right here.
Yes.
So he's on the
Kamala
island, right?
show.
So I'm gonna go run into him at
Oh,
lunch.
You're gonna stalk him?
Well, he's
Is that
right
what
down
we
they're
usually
filming
call
right
it?
down the street from
Okay.
me. So
Act surprised when you do it. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
What you doing here?
I'm here for craft services.
You didn't see this on YouTube when I was talking about it on the show with Kaliko. You didn't see me premeditate this at all.
Do you see any of the other Hawaiians in Hollywood? Do you go to the Hollywood parties?
We don't have Hollywood parties.
I was going to say, where's it?
We're
none
not
I
that
know of.
organized.
No, but I mean before, Brooke used to go to all these Hollywood parties when she lived there.
No, let's
You never went to
clarify.
any one of them?
Chris Lee lived in the Hollywood Hills.
Yeah.
And he would have a hibachi. And then all the Asians would smell the teriyaki.
That's what I mean. So have you been to any of
And
the
migrate.
Asian Hollywood
But
parties?
then he left, and then there was none.
No, they still have them, not with him.
No.
No?
No, I mean, not really. Well, I've been to like a couple. They just recently, before the pandemic, I had been invited to a couple.
Yeah.
I made it. I made it, you guys.
And did you see any other Hawaiians at these parties? No?
Yeah, but Kelly who? I was like, who do I?
Yeah.
Kelly who came.
Yeah.
She's like, who's on the roster? Who's here?
Like,
Who's
who
here?
would you know?
Who's
Yeah.
here? Who's here? Who's here?
Who's a big name?
It was like, Koryanka?
No, because the reason I keep digging into this is because that's how these things will happen. So Jamie Foxx, for example, always has these parties at his house, and he does it to create a network to create projects.
Oh, I
So
didn't know
that's how he became a singer. He invited Kanye West over and all these rappers, and he built a studio in the house. And that's how they started creating these projects together. And that's how we got to do it. We just got to get everyone together
Gotta be
because
the Jamie Foxx
you'll
of
never
Hawaii.
get the dialogue going unless you get people in the same room.
I am
know?
buying a hibachi today.
There you go. We just
When
solved
everyone's vaccinated.
the first step.
Guess what? Hawaiians in Hollywood.
Yes.
Sponsored by LNL.
Yeah. I'll gladly set it up and start inviting people to this party.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Don't you think it'd be a good idea though?
Well, yeah. I mean, it'd be better if we could bring her here and she could
Yeah.
be here and work on things here. And I'm sure her family would appreciate that. But she's holding it down on the West Coast.
Yeah, we could do it here too.
Like,
Okay.
We can make it happen.
it's what it is.
Yeah. Do you have a family still in Kauai?
Yeah, my parents live there, aunts,
Yeah.
uncles, cousins. My brothers both live on Oahu though. Mostly Oahu and Kauai is where
Yeah.
my peeps.
What did your parents think of Superstore?
I think they liked it. They're just very supportive. They watch it because I'm on it, but their jam is NCIS.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Like all the
Bro, we
Yeah.
gotta start a
cities.
Pinterest board. We gotta make this. Let's call the corners. Like, we gotta
Yeah.
get this thing to happen.
So mom or dad, who's more involved with your career? Like call you up after and say, you shouldn't have done this or you should have done it this way. Are they
From
involved in
Kauai,
that?
they don't do that.
They don't do that. They definitely are supportive. They, my dad's not really on the phone that much. He doesn't know where his cell phone is a lot of times. So my mom does the communicating, but she'll speak for him. Like, they just will say like, "Oh, saw the show was good." I'm like,
Roger that.
Funny.
Yeah.
That's all. That's great. I'll take it.
What nationality are your parents?
My mom's Japanese.
Okay.
And my dad's English, Irish, German, Hawaiian, Chinese.
Okay.
So the standard mix.
Yeah, plantation workers?
My parents?
Yeah.
No, my grandpa was, but my dad was in the Air National Guard.
Okay.
And my mom worked at a hospital. She's a lab tech at the Waimea Hospital. But my dad worked at, if you go up Koke, at the very top, there's like a radar station that they monitor like hurricanes, whatever. My dad worked there.
I see.
So he knows about aliens.
He knows everything. He didn't have to tell me nothing. But I know he knows.
Siblings. How many siblings you got?
I have 2 older brothers.
Yeah.
They both went to Kamehameha too. They both live and work in Kaneohe.
Did they watch the show?
They watched the show, so they would tell me like certain bits that they thought was funny or not. But my whole family is very supportive.
That's awesome.
So 3 Kamehameha School boarders.
Yeah, somebody got something connected in there.
Were you guys all
What's
on
going
campus
on?
at the same time at one point? Or are you guys spread out far enough? You were all boarding at the same time?
Yeah, but I was like in 7th grade when my oldest brother was in high school.
And how did you pull? Your dad must have pulled that off on the mountains or something, huh? All 3. I got 2 daughters. I couldn't get them in for 12 years.
This is also a long time
Brooke
ago.
Lee.
It was a long time ago, and the lottery system back then was Kauai probably had a very a good group of people that were coming over from Kauai.
Could it be that I earned my way? Oh, maybe not. But yeah, it was very fortunate to go there.
Hawaii's legacy.
Yeah.
It is.
Good job.
Song contest just happened recently too.
Yeah. Do you go back to the school when you come home? Have you been back?
I have, but it's because one of my friends works there. One of my good friends from high school was a dorm advisor there for a long time. So that's why I would go up and
check out your old dorm.
See, dorming was a whole different. That was a reality show waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Because
it's not fact of life, girl.
Dorm life is some next level.
Well, Kamanu, your classmate, who's also my classmate on Lanai, used to dorm, and I used to go. He used to bring a friend day or whatever, a weekend.
Romero?
Yeah. Oh, Kamanu. Yeah.
Everybody knows Kamanu.
So I used to. So we grew up next door to each other on Lanai.
Oh, okay.
So I used to come with him, and I used to hang out with him, go to the dances or whatever.
Right.
And I'd be like, wow, there's chicks here. Because, Lanai only had 3 girls.
Really?
And they were taken.
Weird.
So
Okay.
So he would invite me to the dances, and I'd be so jealous of the cafeteria,
Yeah, he's
the
obsessed
dorm.
with the caf.
Like, how do you have an ice cream machine here? You know, how do you have a salad bar?
Hawaii's chosen
Yeah, I guess so. Whatever.
people.
Good luck. Did you go to college after Kamehameha?
I did. I went to college up here. That's how I ended up in LA.
Okay.
Probably like subconsciously I was trying to get here to eventually act, but you know, I chose to go to school in LA at Loyola Marymount.
Oh, what a great school!
That's by the airport.
Right
That's
near
a-
the
no,
airport.
but
The Trader Joe's is right there.
That's a great school, though. That's not a cheap one either. I almost played volleyball there.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
LMU.
They had a good volleyball team,
They had
right?
one of the best. That's why I didn't make the team, but they were one of the best. It was. I got invited to go and try out. It was a great school.
It's so pretty too, up on the bluff.
And then what's right next door to it is like the new tech world.
Now, not
What's it
Oh,
called?
yeah.
Playa Vista.
Playa Vista.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that just came out of nowhere,
The
didn't it?
Google complex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not there when I went
it
to
was
school
swamps when
Right.
we
there.
were
It was just,
there.
yeah.
It
was
was
just
Kauai
wasteland.
Nui swamps.
Yeah,
Like Kailua, as
I
far
just
as
learned
I
about
can
it
see.
literally 3 months ago. You're like in Inglewood, and then you're in Playa Vista. It's like what just happened? It's just turned into $1 million.
Yeah, lofts.
Yeah, lofts and beautiful.
craziness. Yeah,
Beautiful place.
Amazing.
right next to the airport.
Where do you go for your local food when you're in California?
You know, I'm open to any tips that people have of where
I'll send you a list.
really good. Yes, please.
I'll send you a list.
Other than Gardena.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
you know where's
The
a
schlep.
I'll drive.
really good spot. It's a little drive for you though, but it's worth it. Just go on the weekend. Is Aipono, It's
I've
it's
never heard
in
of this
San
place.
Clemente,
Oh, that's
and
far.
my cousin used to work for Roy Yamaguchi. He's in my cousin's restaurant. I just found out he was my cousin, by the way. It's like third cousin.
Filipinos.
I went in there, and the waitress goes, "Hey, your cousin's in the kitchen," and I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Oh, your cousin owns the place." I was like, "Who's my cousin that owns the place?" But anyway, it's a really good restaurant.
San Clemente
and they
is far.
no, it's an hour. If you're in LA, it's not that far.
Okay.
Pasadena, you take the you don't go on the 405, you go on the anyway. I'm telling you this because they have
134,
kulolo
the 5.
from Kauai, and they fly it in every 3 days or something.
What?
Yes, I was shocked
Huh.
because it got to be expensive.
I can't
But
believe-
somebody, I think a flight attendant or somebody,
Right.
bringing it over like the drug dealer. I got a brick for you.
Oh, Lord.
But it's really good, Kaliko. You got to go try it. Just on a
I
weekend
will.
when you're not doing nothing, go to Ipono.
Doesn't
Shoot, I will.
Pasadena have local food out there? There's some places.
There's more
I mean,
Filipino
it's-
Asian stuff that
It's
side.
faux, but it's still adjacent.
Oh.
It's Ohana
Yeah.
Barbecue or something.
Yeah.
like weird,
They
like,
have that.
weird
They have
name.
that. And
Do you go to Hapa's?
I don't know.
Where's Hoppers?
Oh, where's that?
Hapa's in Gardena?
No.
See, even
Very good.
Gardena's a little.
Me and Augie used to do comedy there a lot, but they're from Hawaii. It's a little more on the Japanese side, but it's by Marukai,
Yeah.
by across the street from Marukai, I think it is. It's in the bottom of a hotel. It's
Wow.
been around for a long time.
Wow.
Also, there's Bradas. Have you been to
Bradas is a
Bradas?
thing.
I have been to Bradas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a thing.
Where else is there? There's a few. The Loft
I
is
need
really
to
good.
get her picture up in all of those restaurants.
There you go. And then you don't have to pay for a plate lunch ever again.
This is going to be my goal for 2021. Rico. I'm going to have BTS Army get on that campaign.
Oh, whoa.
Are you BTS?
You are no, but I know the power. He already put it out in the universe, so
Yeah.
it's already in action somehow.
Miss Universe, put it out in the universe.
We're going to get
Yeah.
your headshots in all of those places. So that
Were you
when we
guys
go-
friends in LA?
We're classmates.
No, I know, but did you guys hang out in LA?
We did not.
Oh, you didn't hang out in
Yeah.
LA. Oh.
And I was there for 30-something years. So what was
What?
my excuse? What was my excuse?
You didn't smell the
I didn't know you
barbecue
were
at Chris
here.
Lee's
I
house?
was like, what was I
Pasadena's too
thinking?
far away. Well, you were in Silver Lake.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were here. I thought you were just traveling the
The
world.
universe.
She was for a little
Yeah.
while.
I was on the rover in Mars,
Yeah.
checking it out.
But hey, we got to wrap things up. I'm so happy to have you on the show. It's nice to
Thanks
meet you.
for coming on, classmate.
Thanks, you guys.
Hope
to talk to you guys.
when you come back, please come to the studio.
Shoot.
I
you
have
have
to
some
legally
time.
ask this because permission has to be granted. May I give him your information so that he may stalk you at some point when he's in the California area or thereabouts?
That's a long pause. We do I do a bunch of
she's
comedy
amazing.
shows on the West Coast for local people.
Right on.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
to come check it out one day.
And because you play Filipinos on TV,
Yeah. We can get you in the Philippines
and
for
he
sure.
is a Filipino, not on TV, just in life. He does a lot of things in the Philippines.
No, my show airs in the Philippines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, Filipinos. But
We stick together like the
Yes.
Hawaiians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you could be Filipino adjacent. Like Hancock Park.
Are you on like Hancock Park? Yeah. Or no, what is it? Alondra Park.
Okay,
Yeah.
no.
Well, are you on Instagram or Facebook? Can people follow you?
I am on Instagram. Facebook's mostly like family.
What's your
But I'm on
so
Instagram?
don't
Instagram.
join me there because I don't want to know strangers
Yeah.
on my Facebook page.
What is your Instagram?
It is Kaliko Kauahi.
Okay,
Very
we're gonna
simple.
follow you, and then you follow us back, and we'll let you know when we're
Okay.
coming to town. Thank
And
you
then
so
let
much.
us know when you're in town.
Shoot.
Congratulations on all your success.
Thanks, you guys. I appreciate your time.
You take care. Okay. Good luck.
Okay.
Thanks for
Okay.
subscribing. Please hit the like button below, and mahalo for watching. It's a Hawaii thing.
It's a Hawaii thing. Whoa. It's a